What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy StereoRifles tuning in on the microphone as usual. And if you're new to the channel, smack that like button down below and subscribe, man, so I can get up in y'all's sub boxes, man. Now let's get into it. This is just going to be the intro to the video. No, you're not going to be staring at a game screen the whole time, but part of the commentary is going to be this gameplay, and I'm calling this the MP7's daddy. The reason why we're going to get into it, it's a unique class setup that I want to show you. I'm having fun with. Is it the best class in the game? No, but it's pretty good, and it's obviously an M4. Let's go right off from left to right. Muzzle, nothing. Barrel, I got the M16 barrel. As far as I know, as far as range, as you can see, bullet velocity, recoil control. So basically, it's gonna help this thing get out there. It's gonna put the slugs downrange real nice. Not only that, the heavy barrel is going to help with recoil, so it's going to keep this thing being an absolute laser beam, right? Of course, no laser. This isn't the gun for it. You know, personally, I don't run lasers in this game. Partly because with the realism, obviously, you can actually see lasers now when they aim down sight, which is actually pretty cool. I actually like that, but that's also why I don't use them. Optic, I'm just running bare bones with the iron sight. I think the sight picture on this gun and a lot of weapons in this game are very good. If this was like a ground war class or a 10v10 map class, I'd probably throw an ACOG scope on there, you know, like a 2-power scope, something like that. Next, the no stock attachment. What do you get? Movement speed, ADS speed. Hence, this is why I'm calling it, like I said, the MP7 daddy class. Perks, sleight of hand. If you're anything like me, if you want to get up in people's faces, get a little aggressive, you're getting multiple kills at once from time to time, sleight of hand works great. Even the reload time on this gun isn't really that bad as it sits. But next, rear stippled grip tape. Again, better ADS, better sprint out time, you know. And this the reason why I called it the MP7 daddy class is running the 9mm Parabellum 32 round magazine. Yes, we're not running the 5.56. So, and I know running that takes some of your damage down, but at the same time, it reduces a lot of recoil. It keeps you right on target, man. It turns this gun into an absolute laser beam. And I've mapped guys across the map with this gun, with this class. You know what I'm saying? Getting long shots with this gun because the accuracy is so good. And again, with the barrel I have equipped, gives it a little more range, a little more bullet velocity, and as well, further reducing the recoil. Finally, no underbarrel. Again, we're going for ADS speed. We're going for sprint out time. So you throw a grip on here. If you want to throw a grip on here, you can. You know, maybe a little, what is it? Yeah, the little commando foregrip. If you want, help the recoil even further, make this thing even more of a laser beam. But that's the class, man. Check it out. You know, and I'm going to have a gameplay in the background using this gun. Get like 24 kills. A decent little gameplay. Nothing super extra special. But let's transition into the rest of the commentary. So to start this commentary off, we're going to talk about how Infinity Wars / Modern Warfare kind of took the YouTube route this year. And what I mean by that is viewer retention, actually in the case of multiplayer Call of Duty, player retention. If we rewind back to Call of Duty Black Ops 4, in 2018, they dropped the multiplayer, they dropped the Battle Royale, as you know, is Blackout. They no campaign, which I know a lot of people were complaining, but me, I'm like, whatever. The first thing I do when I jump on Call of Duty is play the multiplayer, but they dropped it all at once. I say the hype lasted until about what, maybe March, April-ish, especially because Infinity Ward held their tongue really tight on leaks and rumors and, you know, introducing their 2019 title. So, you know what I mean? It kind of, you know what I mean? They were still the hype, you know what I mean? Because obviously Infinity Ward would have took all the clout. But this year, yeah, they dropped the multiplayer. Yeah, they dropped the campaign. You know, I'm surprised they actually, by the way, I just thought of this as I'm making this commentary. And that was, you know, we had Infection way back in, you know, COD Ghosts. They had their own version of zombies in Infinite Warfare. I'm surprised they didn't do something like that this year. Maybe because of the Battle Royale, it took up too much of their time. Obviously, that's their extra mode this year. Yeah, man, I just feel like, you know, I mean, obviously, the game's not dead. There's still, obviously, I mean, I just looked online right now. I was on my personal Facebook and just looking through streams after looking at Mark and Jay's stream. And there's a lot of people still playing Blackout, but there's still a lot of people playing Modern Warfare. You know, it's still getting hype. Obviously, YouTube channels are still getting a ton of views from it. But, you know, as that fizzles out, you know what I mean? As the hype dies, as it does every year, and about spring to summer, because we get the leaks and rumors from the next Call of Duty. You know, Infinity Ward's been, you know, as much as they're dickheads and they've pissed us off with, you know, the weird hit detection, the lag, the funky spawns. You know, I'm not going to keep going on and on and on. You know what I'm talking about. You know, despite them doing all that, their marketing this year was, I mean, just epic. Just top notch, man. You got to give it to them for holding out on us all the time that they did on the leaks. And they gave us a nice little tease with a 2v2 stream with a, what the hell's, I don't even remember the streamer's name anymore. But God, that guy was a douche. He overhyped the game way too much. But they did it right, you know. They didn't give us too much too soon. And, you know, we got our hands on the multiplayer, the campaign, what have you. And we still haven't seen, yeah, we've seen map leaks and whatever from the Battle Royale Warzone. But we haven't seen the full thing yet. And they're doing it on purpose. And it's actually kind of smart on them. I'll give it to them. It's really smart because, like I said, the game starts to die. You know, the multiplayer starts to die. Interest in it becomes very low. But see that, you know, that we keep coasting along. They give us some, you know, some new character skins like Ghost and was it Mace that just came out. You know, some new guns. You know, obviously they threw us what? Shipment, Vacant, and Rust. And also, by the way, I hope they release at least 4 to 5 classic maps, man. Maybe even more if possible. Because I even feel like Black Ops 4 didn't release enough classic maps. There were so many maps that we thought they were going to, you know, bring out, like Standoff and Hydro. You know, I'm not going to name a bunch off, but you know what I mean? That we were kind of being hopeful about and they didn't. So I'm hoping Infinity Ward, like I said, 4 to 5, maybe even more maps. Because, you know, what do we got? Gunrunner, Hackney Yard. I'm trying to think. I actually do like Atlas Superstore. I'm one of the weirdos. A few of my friends like it. I get it, man. It just flows well for me personally, for one. 2, you don't camouflage on that map at all, which I love. It reminds me of a Treyarch map. It's just, I mean, just the coloring. I don't mean the layout, none of that. Just the coloring. It's nice. It reminds me of a good map on COD Ghosts, to be honest. But other than that, you know what I mean? Like, just bring out the classic maps, man. You know, stop pushing Piccadilly down my throat, a.k.a. Pickadick. You know what I'm saying? Or as, you know, Ass Ear Cave. But yeah, man. I just, you know, I think they did the right thing because they're going to come out with the Battle Royale. And that's going to coast everybody along. Honestly, especially the streamers, the YouTube content creators, not necessarily myself. I'm going to try the game out. I don't see myself playing it that long. We'll see. Maybe I will like it. Because, I mean, they did, you know, it's funny. I uploaded commentary last year about, I think I called it like the Battle Royale that we won or that we need as COD players. And I was talking about like spawning in with a class, you know what I mean? Not picking up guns off the ground, getting the gun that you want, you know, when you spawn in. And also, I'd like to have score streaks in the game, for one thing. Be able to call in a Pred missile in a Battle Royale, which you can do. I believe you can buy a Predator missile or something like that. I can't remember when they showed the leaks, you know? I thought that was pretty cool. That's more of a Call of Duty style. And 3, if you're a badass enough Battle Royale player, and you could drop 30 kills in Battle Royale, you drop the nuke, dude. Imagine dropping the nuke in Call of Duty Warzone, dude. That would be epic. I got a stinking suspicion they're going to do that, too. Because think about it. We have the traditional tactical nuke in multiplayer. We have the countdown nuke, Conquest, a.k.a. Ground War. You know, I think they're going to have the nuke in Battle Royale, dude. Honestly, that is kind of dope. It's cool. Be able to nuke the whole freaking Battle Royale squad, dude. The 200, apparently, amount of people, you know, participating in the match, dude. I think that's dope. But yeah, man, I'm hoping they're holding out on us. I'm hoping they're going to keep up this marketing strategy by releasing the Battle Royale late. I think part of it is, too, is because they're just so behind on development. But I think, again, if we go off with how they released the game, you know what I mean, just giving us a little tidbit here and there, that's their strategy this year. And I'm hoping they released a bunch more maps, maybe even throw in a bunch of cool more DLC guns. Hey, bring back the damn Honey Badger, man. The OG, not the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare Honey Badger. That was, nah. That didn't play like a Honey Badger for me because of the time to kill in that game, you know. I'm talking about the COD Ghost Honey Badger, man. Bring it back. They probably will. I'm hoping they do. But next subject on my commentary, man. Let's get it. So to finish this commentary out, man, I just wanted to touch on something real quick. As you know, as it seems, the non-YouTube, the non-Twitter community, the non-Reddit community, there's the general population that just goes home, gets online with their friends or even by themselves. They play a little Call of Duty online. They call it quits. They don't really care about their KD that much. They're not looking up YouTube videos. They're not out here sweating. They're like, bro, dude, I just went 10 and 5, man. I was cooking, right? And that's cool. You know, there's a lot of people out there, man. And honestly, I feel that's why Infinity Ward's development team is so stubborn, man. As far as the minimap, the traditional ping minimap, the footstep general audio without dead silence being too loud. Some of the map design, decisions that they made, But, to me, to trust, the majority, let's look at it this way. So these guys are the majority, right? There's a lot more of them than us, the YouTube creators, the YouTube people who watch, that watch the videos, that get on Twitter about it, that get on Reddit, check the stuff out, check out patch notes and stuff. Do you really think these kids, adults, whatever, the super casuals, you think they're out here checking patch notes, man? You think they're out here checking what's buffed, what was buffed, what was nerfed? You know what I mean? They ain't doing none of that. So what I'm saying is, their opinion don't matter, man, in my opinion, because they don't give a shit. So what I'm trying to say is, if Infinity Ward actually listened to what I'm saying, JB saying, my man Tim, my man GCP, my man Thunder, you know what I'm saying? All my OG, all my Bootney, my boy Wayne the Average Gamer, all of us, all the TSG homies, all the guys on YouTube, right? If they actually listened to us and actually did what we said, they implemented these changes, imagine how much more the casuals, the uber casuals of, the world that play this game, like I said, and go 10 and 5, bro, I was cooking. Imagine how much more they would like the game. I don't even think they know any better. You know what I mean? They just go and they just play. You know what I mean? They're not analyzing the game like we do. We're not looking up patch notes. They're not looking up patch notes. They're not looking at buff guns, nerf guns. You know what I mean? They may not know about map design. Hell, they might not even know about skill-based matchmaking. They're like, what's that? I've heard people say that. What's skill-based matchmaking? You know what I mean? It's like, why not trust the people who actually break your game down and analyze your game and make videos about it, like Exclusive Ace and all these guys saying this is a problem. It's very problematic. Like I said, these hyper casuals, we actually get these changes implemented, they may enjoy the game even a hell of a lot more and not even realize why. They're like, man, this is playing good, And they'll, we're going to say in the background, well, you know why? Because you can actually see people on the minimap now. And you can actually run around a corner without getting sound hoard, all day long. You know what I'm saying, man? That's just what, I wanted to touch on that and not make a whole commentary about it. And I probably could have now that I'm thinking about it, but oh well, it is what it is. But if you made it this long, I appreciate you coming by, man. If you enjoyed the commentary, smack the like button down below. Subscribe for me so you can see the next video. And I'll just see you on the next one. Take it easy.